Hi, I'm Sam here at Rick Jones Pianos with a Young Chang upright piano that was made in Korea in 1996. This is a model U-121, the U standing for upright and the 121 standing for the height of the piano in centimeters, so it's just about 48 inches tall. Internally, in my opinion, it's quite similar to an old Yamaha U1. And many of the cabinet features are similar. It has the same basic shape, but notably with many of the Young Changs we get in here, they come in an ornamental wood finish cabinet. Unlike most of the Yamaha uprights we get in here, which are usually polished ebony. And for those who prefer a more furniture style piano, I imagine you'll find this much more pleasing. This has curved legs with a matching bench, also made by Young Chang. Opens up to store sheet music, included with the piano. In addition to that, it has this very striking floral inlay on the front panel here, which we don't see all too often. Many of the ornamental style Young Chang and Samick uprights that we get in, the ornamentation is simply glued to the front of an otherwise flat panel, which is very economical and it's elegant enough, but it's definitely not so much labor involved and effort involved in producing as much as this here, which does have panels inlaid in the larger wood piece and then decorative inlay in the panel. So really quite a beautiful piece of furniture in addition to being a rewarding musical instrument. It's one that I just tuned earlier today. It turned out, I think, quite well. It has a very warm, mellow sound, very introverted, and it's not going to overwhelm a small living space if that's what you're purchasing this piano for. I find that Young Chang pianos, in my opinion, tend to have a mellower sound on average than their competitor Samick, also in South Korea. Samicks are known for a very big, bold, brilliant, bright sound. Young Chang not as often. There's always exceptions, of course, and we've run into many bright Young Changs. But I think this matches what I would expect from a Young Chang. It's even mellower than I expected, honestly. Very soft sound, very gentle sounding, and I think very good for classical music. It would make it sound very good anyway. I will rate the tone a 4 on the scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. And then the touch is actually a little bit easy. I felt very comfortable playing on this keyboard. I am used to a light touch piano at home. I've grown up on lighter touch pianos. Not that I don't see the merits of a firmer touch piano. If your teacher has asked you, if you're a parent of a new student who's a child, sometimes teachers want their students specifically on a firm touch piano so they can be prepared for the massive feel of some certain grand piano. At the piano lesson, there are certain brands of grand piano that tend to have a firm touch. Not all of them, but some of them do. If that's not your situation, if you don't have to worry about that at all, maybe you're an adult returning to the piano after many years and you're not concerned about whether you're going to be able to play in the piano teacher's recital or anything of the sort. You just want to play for enjoyment. I think you'll find this very enjoyable. It's a very agreeable, neutral, or even. It's even across the keyboard. And it's very smooth, but it's not too hard. I think it's a little bit lighter than average, and so I'll rate it a 4 on the scale from 1 to 10, from light to firm. It's almost neutral. I almost said neutral. It's not a particularly easy touch. I just think it's a little easier than the average neutral touch piano we have around here. And so it gets a rating of a 4 on the scale from 1 to 10. I might say 4.5, but we round that down. So 4 and 4 for tone and touch, which, by the way, is not too common amongst our inventory for whatever reason. I don't see many pianos rated 4 and 4. So if you've browsed our website for any length of time, maybe you've noticed that, I would take a note of this piano if that is a particular tone and touch combination you've been looking for. I definitely don't see it very much, and I don't rate many of my video pianos that way, because I don't find that many pianos that way. But it's a very pleasant combination. It reminds me of my piano at home. The piano does, of course, have a middle pedal practice mute, which you can activate at any time to reduce the sound substantially. It's a very effective mute. Very helpful, especially for apartments and condominiums if you don't want to disturb your neighbors. And then, of course, comes with our 10-year warranty, all parts and labor, and 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. Just please make sure you have this in tune twice a year by a professional technician and keep it away from extremes of humidity. A moderate, stable humidity is crucial for keeping the piano in good condition in the long term. So definitely stop by. You can play this or anything else in our inventory and browse our inventory. But if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call or send us an email if you have any questions. Thanks.